Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you had a great day so far. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had a couple of suggestions earlier in the week. I felt like they were just a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper, and I didn't want to use just a 5 minute read for them. I wanted to go into them with a little bit of detail. So we're going to talk about them today. So yeah, I believe it was a hashtag 365. I think I got the numbers right. Suicide awareness challenges. She wanted to know about life purpose. And then Heather, you wanted to know about sort of what's next in life. What's next in this chapter? Where do you go from here? So I felt like these two things came together really well because I know that a lot of people have been through changes in this past little while. There's been a lot of transitions. We've had lots of different chapters of our lives come to an end, and it's sort of like, what now? Where do I go from here? And guys have been in the same damn boat too. And so tarot is sort of my next chapter of my life too, because I definitely felt this change after having a little one and not being able to go back to my old job, which really was kind of a career, but I didn't much care for it. So I wasn't too sad to leave it behind, but I didn't know where to go next. And tarot is absolutely beautiful. It's been a very healing and very inspiring for me. And it's something that I wanted to use to help inspire others. So in tarot, I've been able to find a life purpose for myself. And so this is something that other people are still looking for. You're still looking for, where do I go from here? So I want to delve into that today with tarot. And I was looking at my cards ahead of time, and I was shuffling them up, and there's one deck that called to me that I shuffled. And once I pulled a card, and I saw the word you in the card, and it was actually meant for me. And then I wasn't supposed to use the deck after that. And this is the card that got pulled. So it was from my totem, my animal totem deck there. So it was horse, which represents freedom. So your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So today, guys, we are going to find out what that means to you. I'm starting to understand what it means for me, but I know that this is a journey that's very personal for each and every one of us. So let's see what tarot has. We're going to use the elemental oracle cards. These cards called to me. They stood out to me for this read today for the collective. So I feel like they are going to help to give some answers. They're going to help to give some guidance that are going to touch to a lot of different lives, guys. So we have animals. So animals doesn't necessarily mean like old spooky McGill. It can just represent companionship. So others, those around us, the relationships that we share with those around us. I also have atoms. Atoms represent building blocks. So this might be building relationships. This might be building those deeper connections and perhaps helping others to build deeper connections too. This is all part of building for a future, building for a new tomorrow, a new journey, a new start. I also have rock, which represents endurance. So being able to endure the different challenges that come our way, being able to navigate them, being able to find a way to overcome these obstacles and to not let them break us. We also have music, which represents joy. What a beautiful card to get, guys. Within this, you're going to find your joy. Within these connections with others. And like I said, it's either going to help you in building for the future, or you're going to be helping others to build for the future as well. Or together, you're all going to be helping each other with this deep connection. See, everybody gets something out of it, leaning on each other when things get rough. So you always have that person there and you don't feel alone. And within these connections, you will find this joy. You will find this strength to endure. I'm going to pull a couple more of these, and then we are going to move on to tarot. So I have breath. Breath represents life. It's like a new life, breathing a new life into what you're doing, or breathing new life into this next chapter of your life as well, finding this new drive forward. It will include some sort of interpersonal relationship. So it doesn't necessarily mean romance, guys. This might be speaking to family. This might be speaking to friends. Just forming those connections with people around you. I also have plants. Plants represent growth. This is about evolution. You are evolving in this chapter of your life, moving on to a new stage, learning new skills, a deeper understanding of who you are as a person, and possibly even delving into a deeper understanding of your own spirituality as well. and the equator to make equal. The equator is all about balance. This next chapter is going to bring balance. That's what we're looking towards here. This is going to be part of our life purpose. Building these deep connections with those around us, enduring the shit times, helping others to endure the shit times, and leaning on others while we're doing it as well. Being able to find joy in everyday life, being able to possibly even give life to others. I'm not necessarily talking about having babies, reproducing. This might just be inspiring others and moving forward. It's all about growth. It's all about evolution, never standing still, seeking balance in all aspects of your life. These are beautiful cards, guys. I'm going to slide them out of the way so that I can fit my tarot cards in here too. Alrighty. So let's see what tarot has for us here. So the Two of Swords does represent indecision. So trouble making choices, trouble finding clarity. This is something that we all go through. And this is even in seeking our life purpose, even seeking what we're supposed to do. That's a hell of a hard decision to find out. That's so hard to find clarity in what we're meant to do. And that's what this Two of Swords could represent, that desire to be able to find that higher purpose, but really having trouble defining exactly what that means for each and every one of us. The Knight of Pentacles, so he represents something you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. He speaks to me of a journey. He speaks to me of this growth card, this evolution, moving towards something, moving towards balance, moving towards growth. This is not going to be an overnight journey for you. This is something that you're going to be doing throughout your life. You're never going to stand still. Not in 1 year, 2 years, you're going to completely accomplish everything you wanted to do and then life's peachy. No, life is fluid. It's ever changing. And so are we. We are always evolving. We also have the Eight of Cups, bright new journey forward. In this card, I see the word forgiveness. This is also part of our journey and our life purpose, is to be able to learn forgiveness, to be able to learn to release things that only hold us back from moving forward in life. You know what, honestly, guys, I don't know that anybody ever masters this skill. I feel like some of us can probably get pretty good at it with a hell of a lot of practice and hard work. I don't think we ever really master it. I think it's something that the vast majority of us, if not all of us, struggle with our entire lives. It's something that we're always evolving. We're always growing in this area of our life as well. The Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands represents that new beginning. It's also like this Breath card that represents life. It can represent new life, sometimes a new life coming into this world, like a little one, but it also represents a brand new life. So being able to help to inspire others and inspire ourselves in this renewed passion for moving forward in life and loving life again. And the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles does represent good news on the way. Pentacles can speak to finances. Another one of the meanings of this Page of Pentacles with the good news is it can speak to something academic. This is learning. This is what this Page of Pentacles is speaking to. And this is tying right back into the spirituality, that deeper spiritual understanding, that spiritual evolution and growth, this deeper understanding of who you are as a person too, and what gives you that joy in moving forward in life. And that's part of where you're going to find your life's purpose, is joy as well. What gives you the most amount of joy in life? We have the Strength card. This card speaks to our journey over our entire lifetime and the amount of strength that we gain by enduring different obstacles, different challenges, different shit times in our life, because we all go through it, guys. We all got to eat shit sandwiches at one point or another. But it does add to our personal strength. Sometimes we have to dig deep and use that personal strength to be able to move forward, but we also gain more than we had before once we're able to come out the other side of this. And the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups, I've heard it called the happily ever after card. So it's sort of what you're striving for. In this card, though, I see the word balance extremely clearly in my mind. So we are tied back to the equator to make equal. Balance in all aspects of your life. This is a big part of something to strive for in finding life purpose. And this comes from finding what drives you, finding what gives you that joy, finding those connections with others, those deeper connections, finding meaning in that as well. This is big for you guys. And the Wheel of Fortune card. The Wheel of Fortune card represents your fortunes changing for the better. This is tied to being able to define what it is that gives you joy, being able to define what it is that inspires you, and being able to make these connections with people. Because like I make these connections with you guys all the time. Every day when I do these reads, we're able to connect. So that's what this card means to me, this companionship and this animals, this deep connection that we have together, and this joy. This joy. Tarot gives me joy. It inspires me, and I try and use it to help give you guys joy and inspire you in moving forward. I also have the Eight of Pentacles. So again, we're talking about learning. This Eight of Pentacles, he's also called the Apprentice card. This is not just academic learning. This is not just learning overnight. This is not just learning a trade or a task. This is a deeper learning too. This is learning about yourself. This is learning about what drives you and moves you forward. This is learning about what gives you that joy, and then learning how to build that balance in your life as well, which again is something that I feel like all of us struggle with too, being able to not let one area or another take over, but giving equal attention to all aspects of our life is not freaking easy, guys. Not easy. But that is also part of our growth, right? That's part of how we grow. It's part of how we learn. Sometimes we make mistakes, and making mistakes is part of how we learn too, right, guys? You gotta get it wrong so you know what doesn't work. At least that's how I function. So it's not always the best way to go, but I feel like a lot of us do it. And it's funny, and then we end this whole group of cards with the Two of Pentacles, which also represents balance. So this is all about balance, being able to seek what is meaningful to you, seek what gives you joy. It's going to involve other people too. Part of this is having those connections in life too. This is a big part of finding joy, finding that balance, having people to lean on when shit gets rough, so that you can endure, helping them to endure when things get rough. Building for a future, building a life, not being afraid of a fresh start, a brand new start, new beginnings. There's always endings and new beginnings in life as well, guys. And growth. Life is huge about growth. We're always growing. We're always evolving. This is part of our life purpose too, to explore and to experience things, to be able to experience the wonders of the world, to dig deep into who we are as people and our spirituality and what's important to us, and then be able to, within all of that, find balance. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this read today. I know I definitely did. I got quite a bit out of this. Definitely feel free to comment, because I want to hear all about it from you guys. Alrighty, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care everyone.